C.J. McCollum. Then it's Derek Williams. Then it's Decker. And it's Zeller in the center position. Teague for three. And the three ball is good. Teague's got 12.
Jeff Teague really starting to percolate, boy. When he finds his rhythm, he is dangerous.
Well, Greg, the Bucks can be a fearsome defense when things are clicking.
And the Bucks will do it with several approaches. I mean, great numbers in terms of steals and blocks. They force a lot of turnovers with their pressure and ball hawking skill. It's just a matter of when the offense can catch up to the defense.
Ferguson's checked in for Oklahoma City. Just 5 to shoot. And Derek Williams, the basket on the assist by Zeller. Williams has got his first basket of the night.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Now Ingles over to the wing. Here's Ferguson. They get it again. Here's Adams. And Adams with the slam.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. McCollum, no good.
Well, yeah, I mean, you want to give your offense a chance, and that possession didn't do it.
Not at all, Greg. I mean, no reason for him to be taking these kinds of shots. He has only himself to blame.
Got a piece of it. Thunder trailing by 13. Teague with the ball. Chris Paul covering. Ingles, that's for two. Great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And here is Paul. 15 points in the game. A three from McCollum. Again, McCollum missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Ingles. 5 points in the game. Kicks it to Anderson. Screen by Adams. Teague inside the line. Hits the front of the rim and out. Bucks leading by 11. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. There's a screen by Williams. Paul can't get it to go.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
Screen by Adams. Here's Ingles. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. McCollum right side. It's stolen by Adams. Teague with a clean look. Here's Ingles. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. For Oklahoma City, they have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. That free throw, no good. Doris, we're always talking about players developing their skill sets. What do you think is the hardest skill to develop as a broadcaster?
I think for me, the hardest skill to learn was to learn how to relax, to have fun, to not be anything but your most authentic self, because I think the viewer picks up on it. If you're forcing things, if you're trying to be another broadcaster that perhaps you like to emulate. So I'd say that was the hardest thing.
I always say broadcasting a basketball game is like a running conversation between two people, because there's so much scoring and the rhythm and the flow of the game just lend itself to that.
At its best, you're 100% correct.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Udo's checked in for Zeller. Diallo comes in for Williams. Thomas checked in for Decker. And it's Etuan Moore checking in for C.J. McCollum. Moore outside. Here's the screen. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Good on both. And the outcome of the collective bargaining agreement and a potential 11-year stretch of labor peace, one of the longest in league history. Doris, what does that mean for this great game of ours?
Well, it means certainly that we can all take a sigh of relief. Everybody wants to play basketball and see basketball played. So great for the players, their representation, great for the league, and certainly great for the fans and the television partners.
And Doris, I sense such fairness on both ends, too. It really is a partnership.
You know, I think it would be wise for both the players and the ownership to remember they need each other to peacefully coexist and to thrive. And when you're trying to get an agreement that does the best by both parties, this is what you can have. You can have a long stretch of labor peace that makes everyone happy.
Well said. Here's more. Here's the screen. He feeds it to Paul. It's blocked, but they get it back. Teague with the ball. Chris Paul covering Teague. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
I would say Jeff Teague's jump shot is solid, maybe not elite, but one area where he is elite, guys, for a point guard is getting to the free throw line. Over the last 4 years, consider this, almost 5 trips to the foul line a game.
And Teague, an all-star in 2015. He is blazingly quick.
He really is, Kev. He's got that great first step, and as aggressively as this guy plays, he keeps a very mellow disposition. You rarely see this guy act ruffled. That's his second make from distance this half, after hitting none before that.
Adams with the screen on Paul. Teague dishes to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Yeah, and an example of why you want to let the game come to you. The opening presented itself, he converted in a big way.
Lock at 6. Here's Paul. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Steven Adams picks one up. Greg, when you think about the franchises in the league that have sustained success, who are always competitive, Oklahoma City should be right there at the top.
I mean, just look at the records for the Thunder, and their success really does speak for itself. 8 straight seasons of 500 or better basketball. Only the Spurs and Rockets can also make that claim.
Here's Teague. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Paul for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Paul's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Ooh, with a player this hot, I don't see their lead going anywhere.
Here's Teague. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And really one of the quickest guards in our league. Jeff Teague just puts tremendous pressure on your defense when he's attacking the paint.
And the book on Teague, Greg, is to make him an outside shooter. You don't want him getting to the rim.
I mean, he's a good finisher around the rim. His outside shooting, although streaky at times, not bad, but not great either.
And Udo with the stuff.
Well, what you know about Paul, he sees everything as it develops. That time he hits the wide open man.
Passes it to Ferguson. Back to Teague. They set the screen. And there's the feed to Fry. Out to the right wing. The Thunder with another miss. Bucks leading by 12. Paul passes to Moore. He dishes it to Thomas. Puts up a three. The shot by Paul, no good.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Ferguson, the pass to Teague. Feeds it to Fry. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Here's Adams. Rebound, Milwaukee. Udo's got his third rebound tonight. Pass to Moore. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And as you would expect, Steven Adams has grown into a larger role with this team. Really came in as a guy who could defend and rebound, but starting to become more of a factor within their offensive framework.
And Greg, with Adams, he hasn't just been given more opportunity to display what he can do on offense. He's earned it.
You hit it right on the head. And, you know, as an example, a guy that was a bad free throw shooter, all of a sudden he became respectable because of his work ethic last season. Much more nimble in the paint than most would think. Just good awareness, and he knows when to pick his spots.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Ntilikina's checked in. Now here's Teague. He's covered closely. Lets it fly from 18. He squares up and sinks it. Teague's got 13 points now in the quarter.
I'll tell you, he's doing everything scoring-wise this period to try to keep them in it.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
And Frank Ntilikina out of France, played pro ball in Germany, and a lot of fans in the U.S. might not be as familiar with him, but for NBA execs and scouts, that's their job. Ntilikina has a game worthy of their attention.
Murray's checked in for T. In a draft stocked with point guards, Ntilikina's court vision, Greg, might be the best of them all.
I mean, he's a true pure point guard. At the same time, a good shooter. The length to defend wings, so that versatility makes him one of the more valuable prospects.
And a new group in here for the Thunder. Thunder trailing by 12. Here's Hart. Dishes it to Anderson. Not going to go that time. The Bucks go the other way with it. At one point, they led by 16. It's off to Charlotte for them after this game as they take on the Hornets. And that'll be game 1 of a 4-game road trip. And Moore kicks to Udo. And Udo with the stuff.
That's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
You know, and I'm not seeing any urgency out of this defense, especially considering the deficit in the score.
Out left to the wing. Wide open look here for Murray. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Here's Ntilikina. And it's good for 2. Ntilikina's got 12.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Murray with it. 5 points in the game. 5 on the clock. Pass to Hart. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall.
Timeout.
Hart's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Timeout called, the Bucks. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Milwaukee with the ball. They lead by 14. .157 left to play here in the third. From outside, off the mark. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. The pass to Hart. Now, here's Ingles. 6 points for him. Takes the three. It's rebounded by Udo.
Well, this is a tough night so far. They'd be smart to rely more on a couple of their other options.
McCollum passes to Diallo. The dish now to Udo. McCollum right side. Over Hart. Again, McCollum missing. For Oklahoma City, their last game was a loss to the Bulls in Chicago. Anderson the screen. Here's Hart. He's guarded by McCollum. Here's Ingles. The rebound by the Bucks.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
There's a screen. And here's McCollum for three. Again, McCollum missing.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Anderson the screen. Ingles kicks to Murray. Off target. A big-time effort for Chris Paul, providing a lot of energy for Milwaukee. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup. Thunder trailing by 14. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Chandler out there with Ryan Anderson. Then there's Murray. Then it's Joe Ingles. And it's Hart in the 2 spot. Shot clock at 6. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And the foul called on the Milwaukee Bucks. And the first one drops. So he gets them both. Bucks leading by 12. Here's Ntilikina. Here's the screen. A 3 from McCollum. Rebound by Murray. Oklahoma City shooting reasonably well, 45%. Chandler is screen. And here's Ingles outside. The rebound by the Bucks. At one point, they led by 16.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Was shot by Udo, no good.
Allowing no space for the shooter to get comfortable. Just terrific defense.
Well, we call that crowding the shooter, right? You don't give up an inch. It's just perfect defense.
Here's Hart. Left side, Anderson. He kicks it to Murray. There's a good screen. 5 to shoot. Deep 2 from Anderson. Here's Ingles. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
The tenacity on that interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here.
Yeah, and I love seeing him shoot from that spot. Ntilikina has shown he has a consistent mid-range jump shot if he can just create space.
Murray kicks to Chandler. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Anderson can't get it to go.
I'll tell you, his touch has been off all day, and now his judgment is starting to go by the wayside as well. That's a poor shot.
Thomas a screen. Kicks to Udo. Over Anderson. Udo gets the bucket. And the Bucks lead by 14.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Now Murray. Chandler dishes to Ingles. Passes it to Hart. Anderson up top. 20 feet out. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here's Ntilikina. He feeds it to Udo. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Still attacking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
I'll tell you, he's relentless right now. He's going straight at the defense and knocking down a lot of shots in this quarter.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anderson.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Bucks leading by 16. McCollum outside. There's the pick. Diallo the pass to Udo. Thomas a screen. And a wide open look for McCollum. No good on the three.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Out to the right wing. Anderson kicks to Ingles. Stolen by Thomas. Here's Ntilikina. Pass to Diallo. The shot, no good. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. Now here's Murray. Not a lot of room. Ingles, that's for two. And the shot is long.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's not how you capitalize on the offensive end. You simply have to be more patient.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Steven Adams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Teague comes in for Murray. Udo. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
You know, he's working on his inside game, but clearly there's still a little more work to do.
Udo comes in with the double team. Teague dishes to Adams. Just 5 on the clock. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Well, Doris, beside what he brings to a team on the court, Steven Adams also helps the team in the locker room with his presence.
Yeah, there's no doubt. You can hear it in the way Steven Adams interacts with both the press and his teammates. He's a very personable guy. There's a sharp wit to him that can help ease tension within a team or sometimes, if necessary, with the media.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
I think, Greg, he just has to get them on the same page. With this kind of lax defensive effort, something has got to change.
And the Bucks with some changes. Cody Zeller's checked in for Udo. Decker comes in for Thomas. And it's E'Twaun Moore checking in for McCollum. Bucks leading by 16. Here's Ntilikina to the left side wing. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Boy, that is not the shot they were hoping for, but they'll take the result.
Here's Ferguson. Screen by Adams. The feet to Teague. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Here's Milwaukee now. They've got an 8-0 run. They set the screen. Zeller inside. Adams defending. Offensive rebound. Kick out to Moore. He dishes it to Zeller. Shoots over Adams. Drops it in from 11 feet. That's 10 points for Cody Zeller. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Feeds it to Fry. Down low. Adams down low. He's against Zeller. And Adams with the slam.
Boy, he's carried his share of the load tonight, Kev. But he might need to carry even more if they're going to turn this thing around.
Here's Ntilikina. Ferguson with the rebound.
Yeah, blown opportunity after the two-man game creates a terrific look.
Well, he simply misfired. I mean, you've got to capitalize when the screen opens up wide open shots like that.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. Screen by Adams. Teague for three. Bangs home the trifecta. Teague's got 25 points.
That's his third triple this half, and that's after hitting only one before that.
Zeller, a screen on Teague. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
And Ntilikina, he possesses that unselfishness that really allows his guys to play their best basketball. You got to love his approach.
Tipped away. They set the pick. Near the three-point line, it's Moore. Misses the jumper.
Well, the defense paying no attention at all to him, and all he can do is throw up a brick. Ouch.
Teague kicks to Anderson. Unloads from 13. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Timeout called, the Bucks. Jarrett Williams checked in for Diallo. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Well, I got a chance to listen in on what Jason Kidd was talking about with his players. He told them, put your foot on their neck. Take it to them. I want to see you guys slow it down out there, use the clock, and stay away from silly fouls. Let's see if they can execute the plan, guys.
Thank you, David. Ingles passes to Adams. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
I'll tell you, he's been one area they haven't had to worry about tonight. He's been scoring at will.
Dishes to Williams. Decker with a screen for Williams. The shot's good from Ntilikina.
Yeah, Ntilikina there attacking the rim, an explosive long guard who can get to the rack with the best of them.
Teague kicks to Anderson. Thunder trailing by 15. Fires it up. Offensive rebound. The shot, no good. Milwaukee's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Moore against Teague. Back to Moore. Over Teague. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after it. And here is Teague. Five on the clock. A three from Anderson. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Teague's got his fourth assist with that last one here tonight. Here's Ntilikina. Teague covering. And here's Moore outside. Ingles with the rebound. Ingles has got his seventh rebound of the game with that last one. Shot from 12. Rebound, Milwaukee. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Here's Ntilikina. Back to Zeller. It falls for his fifth field goal tonight. Now shooting 5 for 8.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, really good awareness by the scorer. You're seeing an opening in the defense and exploiting it beautifully.
Now here's Teague. Guarded closer.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Bucks.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
And this team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Chris Paul.
Boy, his assist total to me is the most telling stat. This guy created, he made sharp passes, and the defense was always reacting to him.
Here's Zeller. Adams, some nice D.
And he's clearly been the best rebounder on the floor today.
Well, he just works so diligently inside, and the numbers back that up.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Teague drives in. On the wing, Ingles. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Ingles has got it back down to within single digits for Oklahoma City. So it's Milwaukee.